Hey everybody, welcome to Harvest Moon Mountain. Usually we have more positive videos, but today it's not going to be a long video, but I'm just going to explain a few things, how it is being a landowner, how hard it is running a farm, how much money it takes to do so, and disappointments like what happened unfortunately yesterday when people decide to poach on your land from the road, and all the negative consequences that happen from that. So got a little notepad with me here. Just want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about how hard the work is maintaining property, running a farm, keeping everything looking nice for the community around, for yourselves to be proud of the farm you built. You know, with the farm comes, an advantage of having a lot of wild animals on your land if you like to hunt, which we do. And how that is, we have lots of crops get, I don't want to say destroyed, but, eaten up by deer, raccoons, bear. There's a lot of animals out here, right? And what we don't do is we don't get nuisance permits like a lot of farmers do. I have nothing against it, but we think, they're wild animals. This is the land they were on. Why should I be able to shoot them with permits during the summer or at night, however they do it? We don't do it. We hunt like a normal family. We use the meat. And, coming with that hunting is us passing up animals that we think are too young, or something that just wouldn't make us happy enough. A small deer, not enough meat on it, or you're waiting for bigger antlers, or a turkey that's, too young. You want to give it another year and all that. And the choices we make and that we voluntarily make on our own land to pass those animals up. We work hard every day, whether it's planting crops, cutting firewood, maintaining everything to look nice, things that break down. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. A lot of people can't do it, don't want to do it, and it's not for everybody. We get that. So then we want to go into how much it costs to have land, farmland, even if it's recreational land. You have to purchase it, which nowadays is not cheap. Around here, land could be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 an acre. In some places, a lot more than that. That's a lot. If you have hundreds of acres like we do, add it up. And then add up all this, how much it costs to put the structures on them. And all the sacrifices you have to make to get that money. Full-time jobs. I work. My wife works. We saved for years. We took sacrifices. We don't go on many vacations for a lot of reasons, but one of them is we got lots of work doing the farm, and we saved our money to buy our paradise, right? Second, you have maintenance costs, things that break down, equipment to keep up the land, equipment to move lumber. This down tree, turn this into firewood. How are you gonna get that out by hand? A lot of work, or you better buy some equipment, which will be expensive, to get something like this out and turn it into firewood. It's not as easy as you think. You don't go in there with an axe, cut it down. It's tractors, log splitters, place to store the firewood, places to move that firewood. And this is just one simple top of a tree. Then the next big issue, taxes. We're here in New York State. Nothing's cheap here. Taxes are extremely expensive, and they happen every single year. Property taxes, school taxes. We pay lots of money to buy the land, taxes to keep it going, and it's for us, our family, or whoever we invite on here. Not poachers, not people trespassing. Insurance. We have insurance on our land. Making sure, structures are taken care of, making, everything else, that's expensive. It comes every year as well. And, with all those costs should come the freedom to enjoy your land without, running into strangers or people trespassing and doing criminal activities on it. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of money. It's not for everybody, but that's what we do. So with that said, a week before May 1st starts our youth season out here. And we have a good friend of ours, and he has a daughter who never got a turkey, and she's close with us, and we consider her family. And so my wife, Mountain Lady, decided to mentor this young lady and teach her the ropes and try to get her first turkey. So they went out multiple times, numerous hours, and had patience, walked a ton, and they've actually came very close 2 separate times. They had this turkey, which we're going to talk about in a second, at 30 yards 2 different occasions, and the youth hunter did not take the shot because she didn't feel comfortable with an iffy shot, which is a great choice. Ethically, that's an awesome choice. You don't feel comfortable, you don't harvest the animal. So have it live another day for a legal hunter, whether it's us or somebody else or a different property, to take responsibly. And they did that 2 separate occasions, put lots of time in and do what they had to do. So get to what happened yesterday. So yesterday, I can't get into details because the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, they are involved, and luckily caught the poacher with the help of neighbors and such. This person, not going to name any names, decided to drive down the road in his truck with his mother. This person, if I had to guess, is in their mid-30s. Drive around with their older mother in the vehicle with them while they're driving and shoot a turkey from their truck while driving in the road on our property. Absolutely disgusting. They didn't pay for the land. They didn't pay the taxes. They didn't put the hours in. What they did do was they violated our feelings. You know how violating it is when someone breaks into your car or they steal something from your property. Well, this guy, the turkey wasn't ours per se, but he shot it on our place, and he shot it illegally, and he shot it unethically, and he's criminal for what he did. So the saddest part is this person actually took this turkey down the road to state land and posed with it, took his turkey decoys out, took his calls out, posed with this turkey, and had his mom take pictures of him like they're proud, and then made a story up to me, who saw him down the road and actually shook his hand and said how it was gobbling and coming in, and I actually congratulated him. I was very happy for this person until things didn't add up after talking to other neighbors, and I won't get into details about other stuff, but a lot of evidence against him, and the New York DEC got involved. And to their credit, the New York DEC officer did an awesome job. And the guy, I can't get into specifics, but we know that he shot it off the road. Here's the kicker too. This person actually went on a social media site on Facebook. It's called New York Hunt Club, and posted these pictures that he took, that his mom took with him, knowing he shot it off the road, not on his land, in a whole different location, and made up a story about how it came in and posed with all the decoys and all that stuff and how proud he was. And he was thanking everybody for congratulating him. But that's where we are today, nowadays. People are actually feel good about a poached turkey with zero skill. And unfortunately in New York, he'll probably just get some fines and a slap on the wrist. And that's why this will be a recidivism of crime. You know, they're going to do it again if, there's no deterrence against it. So, tell us what you guys think, what you guys would do. And if it happens in your neck of the woods too with poachers, because it happens a lot out here. And I suggest to everybody, get surveillance systems for multiple reasons, but get cameras out, trail cams, cell cams, videos. And if you don't, you're never going to be able to prove if it ever happens to you. But tell us what you guys think. And again, I want to say good job by the New York DEC officer. He took it seriously. He did a good job, and I'm very happy with that. So let us know if it's ever happened to you. Let us know if in your area, post where it is, if you guys see this kind of stuff, or if people are a little more honest. But that's it, I guess, for now. Post some nicer stuff coming up soon. But it seems like out here, there's a lot of unethical and illegal people that do stuff like this. But we will be putting better videos up soon with a little more positive outcomes. All right, guys, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like, share, and it really helps us out, and we appreciate it. And I will talk to you guys soon.